Hello, Sagittarius. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. How are you guys? Thank you so much for being here and for tuning in. This is a bonus reading for you for the second half of January. General reading as always, guys. It's not going to resonate with every single Sagittarius tuning in. So please do take from it whatever makes sense for you and your situation and release the rest. If you are interested in a personal private reading, all of that info is down below in the description box, as well as all of the card decks that I will be using for this reading, Sagittarius. So I've chosen a couple of card decks to use for the focus messages for this bonus reading, Sag. Let's take a look and see what comes forward from these decks, and then we'll go ahead and continue with the rest of the reading. I'll be using the Illumination deck by Lightworker Tarot and Oracle, and then we'll grab a couple messages from the Infinity Oracle by Fire Witch Tarot. Let's get going. Let's take a look and see what needs to come through by way of focus messages for this bonus reading, Sagittarius, and then we'll uncover the rest. So angels and spirit guides for Sagittarius, for cross watchers, anybody else who's been guided to tune in and watch this reading. All right, let's take a look and see, Sagittarius, what we have. I'm guided to this one here. Oh my gosh. You have the soulmate card coming through here, guys. You hold the key that unlocks this person's heart. Wow. Okay, so we have a soulmate energy that's being reflected here already for you, Sagittarius. So let's add to this with a couple more messages from the Infinity Oracle deck. And for the bonus readings, I am focusing on those of you especially who are in separation, going through challenges, or are at a distance from your person. Let's see what it is that you need to know at this time. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Sagittarius. Please bring forward additional focus messages for this reading, please. Okay, I'm guided to this one here. Oh my gosh, look at that. Love songs. I do see wedding bands there, so for some of you, you might be in separation from your spouse if you guys were married, and or for those of you who might have exchanged promise rings or rings of some sort, okay? You don't have to be married, but that's certainly a part of the equation here. And there might be particular songs that remind you of this person, and or when they hear it on the radio, they think about you, Sagittarius. Some of you guys might even be musicians or are really gifted in that sense. Take it for how that makes sense for you. Let's grab one more here. No sex, cutting sex out. Okay, so whatever it is that happened between the two of you, it was pretty heavy and painful to the point where somebody just cut off all sorts of intimacy, the intimate connection between the two of you. Okay, so if you're resonating with that, it's coming through and being reflected in this reading already. So let's see where else this is going to take you, Sagittarius, by way of these messages. Let's add to this. Angels and spirit guides for Sagittarius, cross watchers, and anyone else who's been guided to watch. Please bring it forward for those who would benefit from this reading. Angels and spirit guides for Sagittarius. Pride and ego. So somebody is very much in their head about how things are affecting them, how the reading and the messages that are coming through here are affecting this individual. So they're not so focused on the other person here. They're more worried about how the situation is playing out and affecting them. And it could also be their pride and ego that is preventing them from reaching out at this time. Okay, we have the Divine Masculine card coming right after that. So it could be my Divine Masculines who are in that space. It's so interesting here. I just happened to notice this. The energies from the peacock here, and then we've got that design, which is so similar in the type of plumage that a peacock would have. So I feel here it is my Divine Masculines who are very much in that space, thinking about themselves at the moment and not so much how it's affecting the Divine Feminine. And perhaps that's why we have this no sex card coming forward here. you know, cutting sex out. So we'll see how the rest of this plays itself out. We have the victim card coming through also. Somebody whose hands are tied, feeling like they are a victim in all this. But we do have the free will card coming through. So you both can handle this in whatever way you choose. You have your own free will, Sagittarius, and so does your person. However, we do have nostalgia coming through here. So despite the separation, despite the issues that went on here, either they are still thinking about you, Sagittarius, or you are still thinking about them, feeling very nostalgic about the good times, remembering the good memories that you shared together. Part of the problem here is brought forward by this deception energy. Dishonesty. Someone who was being deceptive here. So it could have been the divine masculine, and the divine feminine just wasn't having it, especially if it involved somebody else, an outside influence. A third-party situation. We have that settling card coming through here, followed by Dark Night of the Soul falling right below the divine masculine. So I feel my divine masculines are in that space, that dark energy coming forward from that card. Settling for whatever life is handing them at this moment. We also have a yes answer coming through here, falling right below victim. So somebody is definitely confirming here that their hands are tied. They feel bound to this situation and or connection. We have received. Somebody could be sending out messages or communicating, either texting, phone calls, emails, flowers, cards. And it could certainly be my divine feminine who has received all that. But there is still distance here. We do have the spring card coming through, which is indicative of the spring season, of course, as well as the opportunity for growth between the two of you. This is coming forward as a twin flame connection here, guys. So even though you're not together in the 3D, I do still feel you are energetically still communicating with each other, and that's contributing to that received energy. You're still feeling each other's presence, even though you're technically not together. And it may have taken distance for your person, Sagittarius, to see value and recognize how special a bond the two of you guys have shared. Interesting. Okay, let's continue. And let's see where else this is going to go. Let's add to this with some Pining Rose Twin Flame Ascension Oracle by Calico Moon. Let's add to this. Let's see where else this is going to take you, Sagittarius. But it's a bit of a complicated situation here because I'm feeling that you guys had a really good thing going. You had a good connection. So whether you identify with the soulmate card or the twin flame card here, it's just coming forward as a very special connection between two people, whichever label you want to put on it, whether again soulmate and or twin flame. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. You guys are not together at this time due to more than likely someone being dishonest and deceptive here. And yes, it could be a third-party situation by way of infidelity, but it does not have to be. That deception could represent so many things. Just somebody not wanting to come from a place of truth. But of course, the main interpretation of that is someone was cheating on the other, being dishonest and deceptive with their partner. And that is what brought you guys into separation. And I feel it really upset my divine feminine to where she cut off not only communication, but sex as well. That's coming through here. It's like, if you want to be with somebody else, then you're not getting any of this. You know what I mean? So let's see what else. Resonance, okay. Being able to resonate with each other, or perhaps remembering when you guys actually connected on the same level. Synchronicities between the two of you, and that you still feel pulled to this person. Perhaps there was a time, since twin flames do mirror each other, to where you guys felt like you were two people just moving in unison. And that you guys just understood each other. You just got it, you know? And when someone stepped out on that connection, it really ruined the dynamic between the two of you. But look at this next card here, guys. We've got reincarnation. So there might be a chance for this relationship to come back even better than how it was before. Finally recognizing that this is either your realization, Sagittarius, or it's your person. It's that wake-up call, that light bulb moment, finally getting it. It's like, oh my God, I really messed up here. What did I do? You know, created that deceptive energy in the relationship, broke you guys up, really ruined a good thing here. So at this time, Sagittarius, honor yourself. You know, you got to work on you, work on your growth, work on your healing. And your person needs to do the same. We also have waiting coming through here. So this is going to take some time, and we do have a time frame reference from that spring card here, which is what, in about 2-3 months from now. So I do feel if you can just hang in there, eventually you guys might be able to, at least something as simple as sitting down and talking and addressing the problems of what went down between the two of you. We do have enlightenment coming through. Gaining some clarity over the situation. Whoever is in this dark night of the soul energy can finally get out of that darkness and come towards the light of this vibration from that card, finding clarity and being able to understand what it is that you need to do now in order to grow together, as well as to heal from this very painful experience. We also have vacant, drifting, and here we are again. Look at that. We have reconciliation followed by synchronicity and wanting. Okay, these cards are coming through in this order for a reason for you, Sagittarius. I feel my divine feminines could be representing that drifting message, that if the divine masculine does not take action, this is a relationship that's just going to continue to just be drifting apart. But I do feel my divine masculines will eventually take action. You know, we've got this vacant energy of somebody that wants to fill a void, that doesn't want that emptiness that they're feeling as a result of the other person missing from their life. and still wanting this reconciliation. Okay? So we've got reincarnation, reconciliation, the desire, wanting to come back. And as I mentioned, those synchronicities earlier, that resonance between the two of you, that was very much a part of the energy between you both when things were good. But right now, I just feel like you guys are being challenged as a result of this deceptive energy that's coming forward from that card. Whether that is represented by an outside factor. Could be somebody's just really busy with their life and they don't have time to dedicate to the partnership. Or, of course, the obvious interpretation of that is infidelity, somebody who is cheating on the other. Okay, so let's add some tarot to this and see what we can contribute to the rest of this reading. So, angels and spirit guides, this is the Twin Flame Journey Tarot by Mystic Moon. Angels and spirit guides for Sagittarius. What else do we need to know at this time? What else do we need to know for Sagittarius? All right, let's take a look and see what we can add to this. We have the Knight of Cups, which is water energy, with a romantic gesture. That's Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces for some of you. And you have this amazing star card right after that. So I feel here my divine masculines are going to stop being in that pride and ego headspace and finally do the right thing. Get out of this dark energy of that dark night of the soul and be able to approach the divine feminine in the way she is expecting and wanting. With the star right after that, you guys are blessed with hope. That is Aquarius energy. This is giving you guys hope and optimism and the healing that is so needed between the two of you, because I feel that whatever it was that challenged your relationship, Sagittarius, it was painful and it was difficult. But here's your healing energy here from the star. A wish that comes true, and it is re-clarifying this enlightenment card, because the star definitely brings about enlightenment in a situation, helping you to see things clearly and get out of that state of confusion. The star card is all about making situations that seem impossible and finding a way to work it out. Your emotional needs are filled whenever this card comes forward. And it does indicate that two people still have a mutual love that you feel for one another. So with this star card, you got to focus on having faith in the connection regardless of where you guys are at right now. If what you're ultimately wanting is reconciliation, since we already have this card coming forward here, you guys can overcome the obstacles here and make it work, Sagittarius. Things will work out here. That's what I'm feeling. Part of the healing that needs to occur is tied into this Five of Cups energy and allowing those old wounds to heal. So more water energy here, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The Five of Cups is all about loss and regret. And certainly when you guys went into separation, that's a part of the energy that you both went into. I just feel like my divine masculines handle it differently from how the divine feminines are dealing with it. But at the end of the day, you guys both have to work on healing those wounds And there is a potential that you guys can build a future together by way of a really strong partnership, a stronger foundation, restoring your faith in one another, building a life together, starting a family, getting married someday. All of that is possible. We have the Ace of Swords coming forward with air energy. That is Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, and this is the breakthrough and awareness that you're both needing, that is giving you the clarity that you both need to be able to see things a lot clearer. That Ace of Swords is giving you the power to make changes in whatever area of your life needs it. Yes, your love life, but whatever area of your life needs it as well. This is, sorry about that noise. This is giving you clarity, as well as putting you in a seat of victory, Sagittarius. And here's our divine masculine again, coming through as the Emperor. So my divine masculine, you definitely have some lessons to learn here. There's growth that needs to happen. There's wisdom to be gained by all this. There are old wounds that need to be healed and released. But with my divine masculine coming through twice, I really feel here that they're ready for some change and recognizing how special a connection the two of you had and are ready for a second chapter, a second chance, a reconciliation. We also have the Wheel of Fortune, followed by the Fool, followed by the Two of Cups, amazing cards. And then we have the Temperance, which is Sagittarius energy. It's all about restoration and having patience to see this all unfold. Wow. The Fool card is telling you here, Sagittarius, that you can have a new beginning with your person. Take that leap of faith and go for it, and you guys might just actually find the happiness that you're both looking for, but it is going to take time. You're also being blessed by the Wheel of Fortune here. That is fire, so Leo, Aries, and your very own energy, Sag. So you've got the Wheel of Fortune on your side here, guys. This is good luck. This is a cycle of change that's going to bring you the success that you deserve. Abundance, success, anything is possible with the Wheel of Fortune. You know, so we've got two cards here telling you that an impossible situation doesn't have to be impossible. Your wish can come true. You can have a new beginning if that is what you're both striving for. And yeah, the Temperance card is talking about, yes, patience, but a possible reconciliation as well. So I don't think it's over, guys. I don't think it's over. But let's add some romance angels to this. Let's add some additional guidance from the romance angels. Angels and spirit guides for Sagittarius. What else do we need to know at this time, please? What else do we need to know for Sagittarius? When someone's being deceptive with us, it's never an easy thing to deal with, especially when we've, invested so much of our heart into that person. But I do feel, based off of the surrounding cards that are coming through here for you, Sagittarius, you guys can heal from this. If you guys can work together and bring growth back into your relationship, you can heal from this. Look at this, children. So for those of you who either talked about having children someday or you already have children together, and sometimes I interpret this children card for some people who are coming forward with very immature energy, acting like a child, if that is something you resonate with. But for the most part, I do feel that the children who are a part of this equation, especially those of you who are married and are in separation, they were affected by what happened here as well. This is confirmation here for some of you that you were married, and or this is where you guys are headed as a result of the reconciliation that's coming through here. For those who have decided to let go of a third-party situation, I do feel this could have been a part of the equation, that someone had a change of heart, unrequited love, there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Coming to find out, the grass wasn't so green on the other side, and whoever stepped out on the relationship realized it's like, uh-oh, this is not what I'm looking for. Change their mind. Because what they were looking for all along, they had it to begin with. Okay, so let's add to this, guys. Let's add some Lover's Oracle to this and see what else comes through. Angels and spirit guides for Sagittarius, please. What else do we need to know at this time for Sagittarius for this bonus reading? All right, let's grab that one and the bottom of the deck, and I'm guided to pull that next one. Okay, so what we have here, you may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. Okay, you guys have already been through the turmoil. It's time to heal from it. It is time to come out on the other side. So you've got a blessing that's right around the corner here for you, Sagittarius. Next message. Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. Okay, so just loosen the reins a little bit and allow life to happen the way it is meant to, because ultimately what I'm feeling here is that you guys are going to find your way back to each other if you're open to that. And the other one that I was guided to pull, my beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. This is perhaps a message that your person would want to deliver to you at this time, Sagittarius, or perhaps this is something that you needed to say to them if you had the opportunity. You're spiritually connected. Whether you identify more with a soulmate bond or a twin flame bond, it doesn't matter. You guys are still connecting in the 5D, I feel, and you will be given the opportunity to reconnect face to face in the 3D. It's just a matter of time, but it will happen. And the Temperance card is here to remind you that it's going to take a little bit of time, so you got to have patience. All right, so let's add some dialogue message to this. Sagittarius, focusing on your person. This is the 5D Love Messages Oracle deck by Calico Moon. So it's either your person speaking up here, Sagittarius, or this could certainly be what you would want to say to them if you had the opportunity. So let's take a look at a few messages here, whichever one you are guided to accept and whichever one you resonate with. So let's take a look and see what comes forward. Who needs to speak up here? Who needs to speak up? Is it you, Sag, or is it your person? What do they need to say? What do you need to say? I'm feeling a magnetic pull toward you. Yeah, that's because there's this special connection between the two of you. Again, the very first card that came forward is soulmate, and then we've got twin flame coming through here as well. Look at this. Sound familiar? Songs are reminding me of you, and that was the very second focus message that I pulled. Love songs. So it's reiterating that. Okay? This is coming through for some of you. I have to move on. That's for those of you who would prefer to go your own way and not reconcile with your person. But I do feel for the majority, you would be open to allowing this person back in for a second chance. Next message. I miss being comforted by you. Next message, I miss our conversations. You miss them, Sag. They miss you. Feeling nostalgic about the connection. Let's grab a couple more. I keep replaying what you said. Remembering past conversations. You have been on my mind. So no doubt about it, you guys are thinking about each other. Okay. And at the end of the day, guys, not everybody is open or willing to have a second chance or reconciliation with a person that has hurt you. But what's coming through here for the majority, again, for Sagittarius, is that you have the opportunity to reconcile and work on this partnership. And if you're open to that, if you're welcome to the idea of that, then it is definitely coming through here that that is an opportunity that will present itself to you when it's time. And that's the key, when it's time. You got to have patience for that to unfold, and I feel it will. All right, so let's add some healing messages to this. Angels and spirit guides for Sagittarius. Some final thoughts from the healing deck for you, Sagittarius. Let's take a look. Angels and spirit guides, some healing messages for Sagittarius. Okay, we've got that one. Dreams. We have new beginnings, and we have power. Love it. So follow your dreams. You might also be dreaming of your person. You know, you guys might, again, be connecting in the 5D and seeing each other that way. But this is also telling you, Sagittarius, that your dreams might be trying to tell you something, and or this is indicative of the opportunity to just pursue your goals, your dreams, whatever it is that you want to manifest in your life. You have a new beginning here. Whether that new beginning is with a person you want to reconcile with, or a new beginning, a new chapter in your life, in whatever way you need it to come in for you, it's here. Okay? And like I was saying, with that Ace of Swords energy, this is giving you the power to manifest and to gain clarity in your life. It's also putting you in a seat of victory. So take advantage of those vibrations from both of those cards. It's here for you. And they're both amazing and powerful energies coming through from both cards. Wow. So that's where I'm going to leave it, guys. Whatever part of this reading resonated with you, I do hope that it helped you at this time. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, all of that information is down below in the description box. And I will be back real soon, guys, with more readings for you. Thank you so much for being here, for tuning in and spending this time with me. And I'll see you guys real soon. Take care.